Good morning, students. Let us continue Unit 6. I hope you must completed exercise 6.1. Now we are going to start exercise 6.2. Let me introduce and explain the basic concept that we have to use in the exercise 6.2. Now the concept is here the parallel lines and a transversal. You know about the parallel lines. Suppose L and M, these are the two parallel lines and the transversal N intersects them. Then the different type of angles are formed. The one is what? The corresponding angles. Corresponding angles here, the different pair of corresponding angles are what? Angle 1 and angle 2. Then angle 3 and angle 4. Then angle 8 and angle 5. Then angle 6 and angle 7. These are known as what? Corresponding angles. They are always lies on the same side. One is outside, another is inside. See it again. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 6, angle 7, angle 5, angle 8. These are what? Corresponding angles. The second is what? Alternate angles. The name is alternate angles. It means they are on the alternate sides. For example, angle 8 and angle 2. These are what? Alternate angles. Angle 4 and angle 7. These are what? Alternate angles. Then comes the interior angle on the same side of transversal. Interior angle on the same side of the transversal. For example, angle 2 and angle 7. They are on the interior and also on the same side of the transversal. So these are known as what? Interior angle on the same side. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 8. These are again interior angle on the same side of the transversal. Now let us see the result. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. If these are the parallel lines and the transversal N intersect them, then each pair of the corresponding angles are equal. It means angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4, angle 5 equal to angle 8, angle 6 equal to angle 7. If L and M are two parallel lines, then corresponding angles are always equal. And along with that also if the lines are parallel, then the alternate angles are also equal. So we can say angle 2 equal to 8, angle 4 equal to angle 7. Now here the converse of this axiom 6.3. If the lines are parallel, then the corresponding as well as the alternate angles are equal. If the angles are equal, then line must be parallel. So this is the converse of 6.4 is the converse of axiom 6.3. Axiom 6.3 states, if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of the corresponding angles are equal. Whereas in the 6.4 it is given that if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angle is equal, then the line must be parallel to each other. Similarly, we can say about what? Alternate angles. If the lines are parallel, then alternate angles are equal. If angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Now the next theorem is here. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Supplementary means their sum is 180 degree. It means we can easily say angle 2 plus angle 7 equal to 180 degree. Similarly, angle 4 plus angle 8 equal to 180 degree if the lines are parallel. Now we have to use all these concepts in our questions. Now here the next is the lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. If the line L is parallel to M and line N is also parallel to M, then both these lines must be parallel to each other. Now let us see the questions. In the figure, if PQ parallel to RS and angle MXQ is given to be 135 degree and angle MYR is given to be 40 degree, we have to find out angle XMY. See the question again. PQ parallel to RS it is given. This angle is given to be 135 degree. This angle is given to be 40 degree. Now we have to find out angle XMY. Now in this question we have to do first the construction. Through M, draw AB parallel to PQ. And now here AB parallel to PQ and PQ parallel to RS. Therefore we can say AB is also parallel to RS by using this concept. Now here AB parallel to, now we have to find out what? Angle XMY. We have split this angle into two parts, angle 1 and angle 2. Now first PQ parallel to AB, or you can say AB parallel to PQ. Therefore we can say angle 1 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degree. If the lines are parallel, then the sum of the interior angle equal to 180 degree. Putting the value of angle 3 equal to 135 degree, we are getting the value of 1 equal to 180 minus 135 equal to 45 degree. Similarly, AB parallel to RS. Again angle 2 equal to angle 4. These are what? Alternate angles. Now angle 4 is of what? 40 degree. Therefore angle 2 must be equal to 40 degree. Now the angle XMY can be written as what? Angle 1 plus angle 2. Putting the value of angle 1 and angle 2, we are getting 45 plus 40 equal to 85 degree. Therefore angle XMY equal to 85 degree. Now let us see another question. Now in the figure is given AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF, and also EA perpendicular to AB, EA perpendicular to AB, and angle BEF, angle BEF is given to be 55 degree. Find the value of X, Y and Z. Let us see how to do the question. Now again first AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. This implies AB must be parallel to EF. Now here AB is parallel to EF. Therefore we can write angle X plus 55 equal to 180 degree. Again these are what? Sum of interior angles. See it again. AB parallel to EF. Therefore the sum of this angle plus this angle must be equal to 180 degree. This implies X equal to, this implies X equal to 180 minus 55 equal to 125 degree. Now we have to find out the value of Y. Again these two lines are AB parallel to CD. So we can write X equal to Y. These are what? Corresponding angles. Now X is what? X equal to Y equal to corresponding angle. Now here it is given that AB parallel to CD is given. So angle X equal to Y equal to 125 degree. As X is 125 degree, therefore Y must be equal to 125 degree. Just correct it. It must be equal to 125 degree. Now here we have to find out the value of Z. Let us see how to find out the value of Z. Now it is given that EA perpendicular to AB. Therefore we can write here angle, just see the last figure, EA perpendicular to AB. Therefore angle EAB equal to 90 degree. See in the figure, angle EAB must be equal to what? 90 degree, because EA perpendicular to AB. Now here AB parallel to EF, therefore angle EAB plus angle AEF equal to 180 degree, sum of the interior angle. Now this angle is what? 90 degree. Putting here, we are getting angle AEF equal to 180 minus 90 equal to 90 degree. Now just see in the figure. Now this angle, the whole angle is what? 90 degree. And we have to find out the value of what? Z. Z is this angle. Now this complete angle is what? 90 degree. Therefore the value of Z is what? 90 minus 55. It is what? 90 minus 55 equal to 35 degree. See the question again. The first here the figure is given. We have to find out the value of what? X, Y and Z. Z is this interior angle. Now here the first AB parallel to CD, CD parallel to EF. So we can write AB parallel to EF. Now here AB parallel to EF. Thereof sum of these two angles must be equal to 180 degree. It means x plus 55 equal to 180 degree. This implies x equal to 125 degree. Now here again AB parallel to CD, and these two are what? Corresponding angles. So if this angle is what? 125 degree, this angle must be equal to 125 degree. Just it should be 125 degree. Then here again we have to find out the value of what? Z. Now EA perpendicular to AB. Therefore this angle must be equal to 90 degree. Again AB parallel to EF. Therefore the sum of this angle plus this angle must be equal to 180 degree. Putting the value of this angle equal to 90 degree, we are getting angle AEF equal to 90 degree. Now whole this angle is what? 90 degree, and this part is what? 55 degree. Therefore the value of Z equal to 90 minus 55 equal to 35 degree. Now let us see the exercise question now. Now the very first question is very simple. Find X and Y and show that AB parallel to CD. Now we have to show AB parallel to CD. Now here it is very much clear, it is a straight line. Therefore we can write angle X plus 50 equal to 180 degree linear pair. Now this gives the value of X equal to 180 minus 50 equal to 130 degree. Similarly this angle must be Y must be equal to 130 degree, because these are what? Vertically opposite angle. So therefore the value of Y equal to 130 degree. Now the value of X equal to 130, angle of Y equal to 130 degree. But these are what? These are alternate angles. So if the alternate angles are equal, line must be, therefore the line must be parallel. Now the next question is, in the figure AB parallel to CD and Y ratio Z equal to 3:7. Find the value of X. Now here see this figure, AB parallel to CD, CD parallel to EF, and Y ratio Z is given to be 3:7. We have to find out the value of X. Now let us start the question. Now it is given that it is very much clear Y equal to angle 1, or we can say 1 equal to Y vertically opposite angle. And here again we know CD parallel to EF. So therefore angle 1 plus Z must be equal to 180 degree. Now here angle 1 can be put equal to Y. Y plus Z equal to 180 degree. Now again the ratio of Y ratio Z, it is given to be 3:7. We can assume let Y equal to 3m and Z equal to 7m. Then putting the value of Y and Z here, it is what? 3m plus 7m equal to 180 degree. This implies 10m equal to 180 degree. This implies m equal to 18 degree. Now putting the value of m, therefore Y equal to 3m, 3 into 18 equal to 54 degree, and Z equal to 7m, 7 into 18 equal to 126 degree. Now what you have to find out? Let us see in the figure. We have to find out the value of X. Now we know the value of Y, we know the value of Z, and now we have to find out the value of X. Now AB parallel to CD, therefore X plus Y must be equal to 180 degree, sum of the interior angle on the same side. Putting the value of Y, we are getting what? The value of X. Just sit here. Now AB parallel to CD, CD parallel to EF, or you can say like this, this implies AB parallel to EF. This implies x equal to z equal to alternate angle. Therefore, x equal to 126 degree. Now either you can use this concept or you can use this concept AB parallel to CD. Therefore, x plus y equal to 180 degree. We know the value of y. Then you can find out the value of x. Or we can say AB parallel to CD. CD parallel to EF. This implies AB parallel to EF. So angle x equal to z. These are what? Alternate angle. Again we can find out the value of x. You can do by any method that is convenient for you. Now here the third question is, in the figure AB parallel to CD and EF perpendicular to CD. Now angle GED, what angle here is what? Angle GED, it is given to be 126 degree. We have to find angle AGE, angle GEF and angle FGE. These three angles we have to find out. Now let us see, the first point is here EF perpendicular to CD. If now this whole angle is given to be 126 degree. Now EF perpendicular to CD, therefore this angle FED must be equal to 90 degree. Now this complete angle is what? 126 degree. So we can write angle GEF. What the angle? GEF equal to what? 126 minus 90 degree equal to 36 degree. So this angle must be equal to 36 degree. Now here let us see again. Now AB parallel to CD. Now AB parallel to CD. This is what? This is the transversal. Now again we can write here. This implies angle AGE equal to angle GED equal to 126 degree. Now these two lines are parallel. This is what? Transverse. So we can say this angle must be equal to this angle. Therefore, if this angle is 126 degree, these are alternate angles. So therefore we can write angle AGE equal to what? 126 degree. Now here again let us see in this figure. Now we have to find out this angle. Now angle AGE plus angle FGE equal to 180 degree. This is what? Linear pair. So therefore this is the straight line. This is the ray standing on it. Therefore the sum of these two angles must be equal to 180 degree linear pair. Putting the value of angle AGE 126 degree, we are getting FGE equal to 180 minus 126 equal to 54 degree. This is about the question number 3. Remaining question of this very exercise we will do the next time. In the homework you have to note down the whole assignment given to you in your notebook. This is all about today. Have a nice day.